Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la.
Okay, well, for the life of me, I cannot open the cap, so I'm gonna have my dad do it or something. Anyway, I'm home from school, and I didn't drive today. Sometimes it's nice just to have my mom drive me and just kind of hang out and get to see her before and after school, so. Good day, everybody. It's kind of been a lame vlog so far, and it's probably going to be a lame vlog all day because we're going to see Star Wars tonight, which is going to take up most of the evening. Obviously, I can't vlog in the theater because you're not really supposed to do that. I did last year, but I shouldn't have. I didn't film the movie, just the ads. No one wants the ads anyway. But yeah, I just got done editing yesterday's vlog, which actually wasn't really a vlog, but it was still a video up on the day it was supposed to be for Vlogmas, so I'm counting it as Vlogmas. Yesterday's life was just not interesting, and I just did not have enough to film, so instead of uploading like another 2-minute boring vlog of the same thing, I thought I'd at least give you something a little more interesting to watch. Anyway, so we made some sugar cookies for our Christmas party this weekend. We're gonna have like a cookie decorating table. I'm excited, and these cookies are really good. Normally I don't like sugar cookies, like homemade. I don't know why, but these ones have almond extract and they're like really good. Anyway, so I have a history project that technically I don't have to have done until Monday, but like they're starting presentations possibly tomorrow, so I want to have mine ready. I'm almost done, so it shouldn't take me too long. So I'm gonna listen to some Christmas music and work on my project. I forgot what it was called for a second. My project is on pro sports in the 1920s. Kind of surprised one of the boys didn't take it before I did, but I'm cool with it. Got lots of cookies. These are out of the oven, and these ones just came out and they're cooling. Okay, everybody, so it's now the next day. I just got home really late last night and didn't want to finish this video because I needed to go to bed so I could actually get out of school and make it through the day without feeling like a zombie. So I wanted to kind of give you my review on Star Wars. I did it last year when I vlogged going to see Rogue One. I'm going to try not to give anything away, but if you're worried that I'm going to give like big things away, just don't watch this video. Before we get started, can someone please explain to me why the release date was the 15th, but I went and saw it on the 14th because there was tickets available? I don't understand. I really don't understand, so if someone can help me out there, that would be great. Okay, so let's get started with this review. So in terms of technology and editing, I thought the movie was like really good. The acting was pretty decent. Some of the newer characters, they were iffy on their acting, but I mean, it wasn't like a huge distraction because I was so confused during the movie. I didn't even have time to really think much about the acting. So with that said, my overall impression of the movie, and when I say this, don't think that you shouldn't go see it or that it's like absolutely awful, because it's not, but I do have to say I was kind of disappointed with this movie. I think a lot of fans are saying that. I just don't think they used their 2.5 hours very wisely. I kind of wish J.J. Abrams would have directed this one instead of this Rian Johnson guy. I just didn't think it went as best as it could. So in general, the movie just did not have an exact Star Wars feel. Something was just off, and I don't know if that was just me not like actually believing that Star Wars was like on a screen in front of me, or if there was just something not right with the movie itself. One thing I noticed was that this movie had a lot more humor written into it than the previous movies. Now obviously Star Wars movies do have like really iconic funny lines in them, but I feel like the writers were going for a more humorous effect in areas, and I just feel like it took away from the overall feel of a Star Wars film. So that's kind of how I felt with like the humor side of it. The biggest thing that for me I found really to be a letdown was I feel like the movie was just kind of going in circles. I felt like it was one of those shows where the writers can't make up their mind on the plot, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna do this. Oh, but now I'm gonna, because it's Star Wars. I don't know. I thought that it just kind of kept going in circles. I feel like Rey spent way too much time on the island with Luke in this movie. I feel like we didn't get enough time seeing Kylo Ren and kind of his thought process. I think in terms of the First Order, the movie was more focused on General Hux and Snoke. With that said, we got like no background on Snoke. Like I said, Kylo Ren wasn't covered a lot in this movie. We did, however, get more info on his background, but like we didn't get a lot of information on him in current events that the movie was like taking place in. I also feel like Rey did not interact enough with the new characters from Star Wars 7, so like her and Poe and Finn, I feel like they did not interact together enough. I was honestly hoping for more interaction between Finn and Rey in this movie. We did not get a lot of that until maybe the last bit. It was not very much. Honestly, I kind of felt like Finn wasn't even a main character in this movie. Like last episode, he was highly involved in the plot, and he just wasn't in this one. I mean, he did contribute to the story this episode, but it just was not as much as I was hoping for. With all of that said, there are some like really good pieces in this movie that is going to keep me coming back for the next episode. We get more information on Rey and Luke. Obviously, that's kind of what the whole movie's centered around. We get interesting interactions between Kylo Ren and Rey. Not what I was expecting whatsoever. Honestly, I was expecting Kylo Ren to be more violent and evil and just angrier in this movie, coming off of like what Rey did to him at the end of episode 7. That did not happen. I was very surprised by that. It was an interesting take, I feel like. One thing that people are saying is really weird about the Disney movies is that they're taking the Force from more of like, in the older movies, the Force, like, I guess you could say, chooses who's going to be the Jedi, but in the newer 2 movies, it's more like a spiritual thing, and you kind of, like, if you believe in it and you follow like the religion, you'll have the Force and like you'll be able to use it. That's a big aspect in this movie. It's kind of strange. It doesn't necessarily take away from the overall concept of the movie. It's just a weird thing to kind of get your mind around in the middle of all the action that's going on. Watching this movie in the theater, I was sitting in that chair, like at one point I was like slouched all the way down in the chair. I was so confused. I was like trying to figure out what's going on. I wish I would have gone when there was like no one there so I could just like yell at the screen as much as I wanted, because I was so interested in the movie that I was just so overwhelmed and didn't even know what to think. It's confusing, it's interesting. I know I'm totally contradicting myself, like I'm saying, oh, it's such a bad movie, it was disappointing, but at the same time, they did set up the next and final episode for a lot of questions being answered. I will say there are questions in this movie that are answered that people had when Star Wars 7 came out. Just maybe not as much as people were hoping for. You just have to watch the movie to understand it. I'm actually going to see it again this Tuesday with some friends, so hopefully I'll get my mind wrapped around it a little bit more and hopefully I guess enjoy it more and kind of understand what's going on. Yes, it was kind of a letdown story-wise, but if you're not focusing on what you were expecting and what did happen, it wasn't awful, and it I think it's going to set up a pretty good movie for Star Wars 9. I'm very excited that J.J. Abrams is directing this one. So yeah, that's pretty much my overview of Star Wars. I probably forgot something major that I wanted to talk about, but hopefully I didn't. Anyway, so that was it for Vlogmas Day 14, even though I'm filming the end of this on day 15, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Check out my main channel, which is also linked down below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys!